at it again, and we have one here with Matt Walsh with his What is a Woman documentary. We have some of the best moments from that documentary, which I'm sure is going to be very, very entertaining. All right. So yeah, thank you guys for all of the continued love and support. Greatly appreciate you guys, and thank you everyone that has hit me up and offered to help your boy out in finding some of these videos across the wide and vast internet to bring to the channel. I greatly appreciate all of the help and the love, man. Thank you, because like I said before, finding some of these videos some days is a bit difficult, so any and all help is greatly appreciated. All right, but with all that being said, let's dive in.
With the fluidity of these things, how do I know if I'm a woman? You know,
That's a great question.
I like scented candles, and
Yeah.
I've watched Sex and the City.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
so how do I know?
Yeah, Matt, that question right there, like that question is like when it's asked with a lot of curiosity, right? That's the beginning of a lot of people's like gender identity development journeys.
If my mom who gave birth to me is a woman, and my wife is a woman, though I haven't asked her, maybe I should. But if they're all women, and also the boy who sits down with you and says, I think I'm a girl, actually is one, then what is a woman?
Yeah. Great question. I'm not a woman, so I can't really answer that.
I don't care if you think you're a sheepdog and you come into my store. It don't matter to me. Just don't come in and try to shove that down my throat.
If it makes someone feel better, what about their feelings?
I don't.
Oh man, you gotta love my guy right here.
Shove that down my throat.
If it makes someone feel better, what about their feelings?
I don't give a shit about their feelings. I'm old.
What about in the Star Wars universe? Jar Jar Binks, pansexual, do you think? Transgender?
Why would I even care?
If it's his truth.
Well, it ain't true.
You're not a scientist, you're not a gender studies major, or are you?
No.
No? Okay. How do you know that you're a man?
How do I know that I'm? I guess because I got a dick.
So what is a woman?
Why do you ask that question?
I just really like to know.
What do you think the answer to that question is?
Well, I'm asking. That's why I came to a college professor who's this is what you do.
What other kinds of answers have you gotten?
A lot of like this, where you're not answering, and I've gotten a lot of that. So
I think it's interesting that you say that some of the people you've interviewed have been reluctant to answer it, and I think that has a lot to do with the questions that preceded it, and the way that you've conducted yourself in the interview.
How have I conducted myself?
How do you think you've conducted yourself?
Yo,
You just really don't want to answer the
this is so weird.
questions, do you?
I came today very willing and enthusiastic about answering questions about women's and gender sexuality studies, which is
So
the
you
work
wanted
that I do.
you wanted to answer questions about women's studies, and so shouldn't the first answer you should be able to provide is what exactly is a woman?
Well, for me, it's actually a really simple answer, and that's a person who identifies as a woman.
But what are they identifying as?
As a woman.
But what is that?
As a woman.
But what
Do you know what a circular
Oh,
definition is?
I do.
It's sort of like what you're doing right now, where a woman is a woman.
Mm-hmm. Well, because you're seeking what we would call in my field of work an essentialist definition of gender. I think it sounds like you would like me to give you a set of biological or cultural characteristics that are associated with one gender or the other.
I'm not seeking any type of definition. I'm just seeking a definition.
Yeah, and I gave you one.
Sure.
the circle. What is a woman? Anyone that identifies as a woman. Okay, well, what is that though? What is that? So, like, is a dog anyone that identifies as a dog? I don't know. What's your definition of a woman? Y'all let me know in the comment section, please. What's a woman? Talk to me.
At what age can a child first begin to transition into another gender or identify themselves as a gender different from how they were born?
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's research and data that show that babies and infants understand differences in gender.
I don't know if you've ever heard of people in the trans-abled community. These are people who are physically able-bodied but feel like they should be disabled or identify as such. For example, a man who has 2 arms but feels like he should have 1. If a man in this kind of marginalized community went to the doctor and said, I want to have my arm cut off, do you think that
doesn't have anything to do with gender identity?
Well, it's someone's self-identity, how someone identifies.
That's someone who has and I'll accept it as a mental diagnosis, a psychiatric condition. I don't even pretend to know what aptomenophilia is all about, but somehow it's the idea that you're fascinated or charmed by having a limb or part of a limb missing. Okay, I would say that's, pardon my non-medical language, kooky.
Oh. You don't see any? You think this is totally irrelevant?
Yep.
Oh, well, that's very interesting. What a turn of events there at the end. My mind is just like trying to process what I just heard. I guess I would say, how can you call that kooky? That's someone's truth, but not call someone who has a twig and berries that says they're a woman, not call that cuckoo. That's their truth too. So why isn't the person who says, hey, they believe they should have 1 arm, that's how they self-identify, why isn't that just them being their true self? Like, let's be fair across the board. You can't call one person kooky and then call this other group of people that basically do the same thing courageous and, brave individuals. Like, let's be fair. Let's not discriminate against one group just because, I don't know. That's the way that I see it. Like, if we're going to be fair, let's be fair. That's fair, right? You know what I mean? Y'all let me know if I'm wrong or if I'm like the idiot in this equation, because that one like just threw me for a loop there at the end. Like, just wait, what? How dare you call that person kooky? How dare you? That is their truth. That one just didn't make sense to me at all. I don't know. Did it make sense to anybody else? Am I the only one confused? Maybe I'm just the total idiot. Maybe my mom dropped me when I was a kid or something and didn't tell me or something. I don't know, because I'm just lost. I'm over here stuttering and everything. I'm over here stuttering and everything because, like, I'm just, I don't know. But Matt Walsh, what is a woman document? Well, this wasn't the documentary. This was just some of the best moments. If you guys enjoyed this, should we dive into some more of the best moments from this documentary? Let me know in the comment section below. And are there any other documentaries that you think we should touch on? I know someone suggested, I forgot who it was, that we should dive into the Uncle T documentary. Let me know if you're interested in that. Bringing that to the channel as well. And I will. What the family wants is what the family gets, all right? So if y'all ask for it, I'll bring it. Let me know in the comment section below. And like, share, comment, and of course, hit that subscribe button before you go. Click it. It's totally free now. Click it. It's free 99. And also, click the arrow button down below. Copy this link and tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another friend to come and join the family, all right? Peace and love. I'm out.